Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Goes to the option. Moving past the front. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On the option. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third down play from the gun. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. On fourth down, looking to pass. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the blitz gets to him just like that. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's open on the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Rebels are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 4th down, going to the air. Going over the top. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter.
Ole Miss 7, Miami 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Santiago. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. A designed run for the quarterback. The Hurricanes will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And he could not get loose on the run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon, but usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
Across the 25. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the 1st down.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On the option, he'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Well, after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great move. Now he's got room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the 1st half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The option look. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Hurricane!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football, I got the speed, I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Got a wide open receiver. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up.
He lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense got it.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses loses 4 on the carry.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice when you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone. Everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looking for a block. It's Brown. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Makes the pass. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And, Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 17, Ole Miss 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it to the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to FIU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Quarterback now breaking the field. Gets rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Canes are on the move. Here comes the option. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
that Miami offense back onto the field. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to...
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
31, Ole Miss 21.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Ole Miss resident take over. First and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He'll just keep slinging it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He wants to pass it on second down. Looking to scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quarterback will audible. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets open down the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed it.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with the W.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Ole Miss, 21.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular